Hello viewers, Tim Poole here, editor of Gambling Insider, and I'm with a familiar face, a friend of ours, Iain Hutchison, CRO at Digitain. Iain, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, nice to see you.
So, IGB Live, what were Digitain's aims at this show and how has it gone for you?
Look, I think IGB is one of those events in the calendar that is fantastic for our affiliate software, and that's something that we're pushing very hard right now. It's got some amazing features. We have seamless migration. We have different commission structures from rev share, fixed CPAs, and you even had one customer that said, "Look, you're 10 years ahead of the competition." So that's good to hear.
Fantastic. In terms of your highlights so far this year, I imagine that feedback was quite high up the list. But other than that, what could you single out in 2025 so far?
Yeah, look, I think it's been a really important year for us. We've had some brilliant reference accounts. We work with 888 for Africa in the regulated space there, which is amazing. We've had a migration from Cambi. We've got a migration that we are finalizing from Playtech. And we've had a migration from Every Matrix. So we're giving our competition a hard time.
To look further back, so obviously we've just been reviewing the year there in a snippet, but Gambling Insider celebrated a 15-year anniversary this year. You've been in the industry, and I mean this in a positive way, you've been around for a while, plenty of experience there. In the last 15 years, how has the industry changed at the top level? What are the main kind of trends and differences? I mean, it's a very different industry to when it started out.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, there's been so much change. I'm not quite sure where to start, but I mean, there's been consolidation, obviously, amongst operators. There's a big focus now on AI. We all know that. I think there's more casinos sort of taking over from sportsbook quite a lot, which much to my dismay, of course, because I'm a sportsbook guy. But look, you have to face the realities. Digitain's very well poised to be able to deal with that. We've got the whole turnkey solution, really.
And if we look ahead to, not so specifically, but the next kind of 15 years or the next few years, obviously we don't have a crystal ball. That's a phrase I use to prelude these questions quite often. But what do you expect in terms of growing trends? You mentioned AI already. What could be so different sort of 5 years from today, or what are you expecting?
Look, I think we have to address the younger audience, and the Gen Z is got a shorter attention span, so a lot more of the focus has got to go on gamification. We've got to be looking at how we provide content in the clip format rather than always in a sort of linear 90-minute football game. So we're looking at all of these things. I think that's where the dramatic change is going to take place. I mean, obviously it's all mobile. That's not going to change. So yeah, I think it's around those kind of with that vision in mind, we're moving forward.
And a final question, a little bit more shorter term, not looking at the next 15 years necessarily, but H2 and beyond, what are the main goals for Digitain?
Look, I think the main goal for us is to grow in the European market. Then I think we're going to have an eye on the US market too. We're doing very well in LATAM. We've done very well in Eastern Europe. And I think that Africa is also a key market for us as it starts to properly regulate.
Well, Iain, thank you very much for your time and best of luck with H2 and beyond.
Thank you so much.